Welcome back, guys. Welcome. This is the week prior to the Winter Carnival. It's this weekend. It's March 4th to the 6th. And I'm sitting in the studio with Heather Paterson from Tourism Kenora. Welcome, Heather.
Thank you.
She's back. She was here earlier, about 3 weeks ago. 3 weeks ago to start the talk. And Megan and I have been super pumped about all this.
Oh, it's exciting.
It's very exciting. The Blast from the Past, you actually inspired the whole week. So You can give the whole team at Winter Carnival a big pat on the back.
I certainly will do that.
So how's everything going? How's registration? I saw the ice sculptures up and Adam.
We're really excited. The ice sculptures are well underway. They're going to be judged on Friday, so the carving's going to finish on Thursday this week. So if you go down by the harborfront, you can see all of that. We've got lots of different things going on. Registration's going well for the events. We're expecting high turnout, high participation. There is still room in a number of the competitions. There's also lots of tickets left for Al Simmons. So
excellent. Yeah. And we have, when Heather was here earlier, she'd given us 2 family passes to Al Simmons, which we'll talk about at the end of the show, how you can get your hands on that. So I've noticed a few people around town a little scruffy.
Yes, we do have whatnot. The beard growing contest is actually winding up today. The winners are going to be chosen, pictures are going to be taken, and they'll be posted at the Thistle Pavilion the weekend of Winter Carnival, and on the Sunday I think the winner will be formally announced.
Excellent. So is everything sort of focused around being on the harbor front?
Yeah, everything. Almost most activities are going to be down by Bernier Drive. It will be closed as of noon on Friday until late Sunday night. There are a couple of events out at Mount Evergreen. There's the downhill dummy on the Saturday afternoon and the Big Little Air competition on Sunday. Nice. But other than that, everything else is down on the harbor front.
And the tent is there for warmth and a little break from the wind, if anything.
Right, we have a tent full of entertainment that will be going all day for a break. It's going to be heated so you can warm up. There's going to be food vendors. And a really exciting thing is there's a ton of family activities. We have a bouncy castle, lots of carnival games for kids to play, glitter tattoos, wagon rides, all those things, and they're all free.
Excellent. I didn't know about the glitter tattoos.
It's new.
That's new. That's very exciting. Megan and I'll have to get a glitter tattoo. I'm super excited. I think the whole theme, Blast from the Past, and bringing back Winter Carnival is just an incredible idea. I know in and around town, just different people talking, whether it's about their beard or about the different events that they're going out to see. I just see this incredible sort of togetherness that Kenora's got in the middle of winter, which is so exciting to see.
We've heard a lot of buzz about it. People are very excited, and we're excited to be bringing it back. We've heard for many months that it's been, people have wanted to see it come back. So
it's very exciting.
It is.
So if people still want to register, is all the competitions, is there anything that people can still join into
They can still join into the canoe race if they're interested. They can still join in on the waitress races. There's a number of things. Check the website, KenoraWinterCarnival.ca. There's lots to do. And even if you just go down, there's lots of activities like log sawing that are just going to be walked up. It's time trials, so grab your partner and come on down.
Excellent. So there's lots of very exciting activities happening. I know Friday night kicks off with fireworks on the harbor front.
And the winter fireworks are supposed to be spectacular. They happen at about 7 o'clock on Friday night.
Excellent. So we want to see everybody down there enjoying the beautiful ice sculptures, the fireworks. Right after the fireworks, you can go and see Al Simmons at Lakewood School.
Right, and we have tickets available at the Tourism Center.
Excellent. And I want to talk a little bit about the merchandise that Jack had got. This is one of the hats from Blast from the Past. Well, on the back it says, it's going to be a blast from the past, and on the front it says Winter Carnival. It's got the fur, so you can stay nice and warm.
We've got the
We got the pom-pom toque. That's my favorite. Megan and I are actually going to go out today and get our Winter Carnival toque, so it's super exciting. Where can we pick up the merchandise for Winter Carnival?
The one with the fur is $15. The one with the pom-pom is $10, and they're available at the Royal Bank, at B&B General Store, the City Hall, Tourism Center, Blue Heron, Sure Thing.
Excellent. And the charity challenge, when does that wrap up?
That wraps up on Sunday at 3:45. We're going to be declaring the winner. So now is your last chance to go out and buy your buttons. There are 8. And the charities are very excited about it, and they're going to be wanting to sell as many buttons as they can this weekend.
And we were talking, the charity challenge sort of replaced the Winter Carnival Queen or Prince or whatever it was.
The buttons are being sold for charities as opposed to individuals to be crowned the princess. So the winner of the charity challenge would be equal to the old princess of the carnival.
Excellent. They get the title. Fantastic. So check out the website. It's
KenoraWinterCarnival.ca.
KenoraWinterCarnival.ca. You can still register for canoe races and a couple other events, but you can also check times for different events and stuff.
Complete event listing, the times. You can contact us if you have any questions. All the information's there. Information about tickets, about our sponsors, our supporters. We couldn't have done it without a large group of people. So
excellent. Very exciting. So we will see you we also have a Shaw booth with the Shaw Bear. We're handing out free hot chocolate, so we want to see everybody down there this weekend. Thanks, Heather. Thanks for joining us. Now, I want to scoot to Megan in the studio, and she's going to give you an update on the Oscars.
Welcome to the back studio. I am here with our very own Ryan Seacrest, Rick Brignall, special Oscar correspondent. So we should talk a little bit about why you're here today, because you were on the show last week for a different idea.
I love the Oscars. I've always watched, I can't even remember a year that I haven't watched the Oscars. It's always been a special time in the family to sit down and watch the great movies of the time and the movies that are celebrated. And when you live in a small town like Kenora, not all the movies come here, so it gives you a chance to really see what's out there and rent on video. Back when I was a little kid, it'd be going down to Donnie B's or R&S Video and getting that video of Gandhi or something, just to see it. So always love that. It's all about learning and having fun with the movies.
Well, thank you for joining us today, and you're all glammed up here in the spirit of the Academy Awards. So what are your thoughts as far as the winner of this year's Best Picture Award, The King's Speech?
I think it was pretty choreographed that it was going to happen. It's one of those movies that gained momentum as it was going along, and yes, the Social Network won the Golden Globe, but they had a little poll earlier that the average age of the Oscar voter is 57 years old. A movie about a dead king is more popular to a 57-year-old than a movie about that Facebook thing, What's the Facebook, So that's probably what they're going by. So maybe the Golden Globe voters are a little more edgier than the Oscar voters, but then they said, well, Slumdog Millionaire won a couple years ago, and that was a totally different film from their kind of standard norms. So it was up in the air, but you could just see it. They showed Social Network were winning awards up to a certain point, and then The King's Speech took over from that point. So it was kind of, once you started watching all the award shows, it kind of almost became obvious who was going to win at the Oscars.
And of course, Natalie Portman, Best Lead Actress, Colin Firth, Best Lead Actor. No real surprises far as
I think they won
awards.
all of the awards. They won everything: the SAGs, the Golden Globes, every award. Every award. Best Actor on a Corner, Colin Firth. Everything that. They could have won as Best Actor, Best Actor in a juice commercial, Colin Firth, so they did it all. So no
big surprises.
No, there is none.
And what about, here's a surprise, we talked a little bit about it yesterday, Melissa Leo in her acceptance speech for Best Supporting Actress got a little creative with the language.
Yeah, I almost fell off my couch. Wow.
It's
like,
that was surprising.
I thought she almost fell off the couch too. And I wasn't even on the couch, and I almost fell off the couch. It was like, whoa, And I guess Canada wasn't on tape delay.
No.
So we saw it, but
we heard it loud and clear.
And it was like, wow, And everyone afterward, there's a lot of journalists that, oh, that's terrible, this and that. I'm like, it's a slip up. And she said, it's a part of my vocabulary. Sorry it came out, but
she was obviously excited.
Yeah. Well, there was so much build up too with the whole Kirk Douglas thing, and
well, remember how he kept saying that?
Yeah.
Like he was, every time he went to announce the winner, he'd be like, blah, 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 like 4
and he
times.
was hitting on everybody, and I don't know, it was just like, give it out already.
Yeah.
Come on.
I
do
know.
it.
Suspenseful.
We need Arnie in the audience. Do it. Do it. You know, hand it out.
Now, as far as your picks for best dressed, worst dressed, what are your thoughts on the red carpet?
Well, everyone's saying Nicole Kidman was the worst dress. Well, everyone is safe, technically, because they had 18 award shows up to this point to screw up.
Right.
And they all did. Everyone had that terrible dress or the dress that made them look even thinner, you know, like, so everyone's saying Nicole Kidman, and we were talking about that before. I'm like, yeah, it is, but it's not, can't be the worst. Probably the worst would be Marissa Tomei's dress.
Oh, with the big, like, navy poofy thing?
From here up, great.
Yeah.
From here down, she looked like, you know, Big Bird's purple cousin, you know? So it wasn't the greatest, probably one of the best dressed. There's so many. There's Kunis from the Black Swan. There's Anne Hathaway who did 7 changes during the Oscars, which was pretty neat. Scarlett Johansson looked great. But on Entertainment Tonight last night, they were commenting that she didn't look sexy enough. She didn't show any cleavage. And it's just like, get off it, you know, whatever. It was one award show, she didn't show a little cleavage. But the one host said she did look like she just had sex. I'm like, what do you say that? Why do you say it on a morning show? But it was really weird. So everyone was kind of safe. Everyone wore their safe thing. They screwed up beforehand. And, you know, guys are in black tuxes. There's 2, Josh Brolin and there's the other guy there in the cream things, tuxedos.
Jude Law and Robert Downey Jr. were wearing white suits, were they not?
No, that was Josh Brolin and
I thought they were wearing the vintagey suits after they did the Bob Hope segment thing.
it might have been in
I could be confused.
But it was, you know, and I think the person who won it all is Anne Hathaway with all of her changes, and
she looked beautiful.
And they're all different, you know, like she went from being someone from Gone with the Wind to a robot from Tron, you know, like it was just all over the map.
I liked that blue one too.
So.
And did you enjoy James Franco and Anne Hathaway as hosts?
I liked Anne Hathaway. She had this youth, because they're all going for the youthfulness, eh?
Right.
And she had that youthful excitement, nervousness you should expect from someone who's hosting the Oscars in their 20s. James Franco was pretty much a disappointment. I think people were knowing he was going to be a disappointment because he just isn't that type of a guy. He's not, you know, he just wasn't in it, the whole thing. He had this squint look, like, is he going to fall asleep? Did he have something before the telecast? Like, is he eating Doritos in the back because he's, you know, has a little bit of the munchies? Like, you know, he just was not in it. So Anne Hathaway, there was a joke in an article yesterday that said Anne Hathaway needs to lose some dead weight. And I'm like, well, she's already skinny enough. And he said, James Franco. So,
oh, goodness.
So it was funny. So she was great. James Franco, I don't know, even when he came out in the dress thing, which could have been a lot funnier, he wasn't. Everyone's saying the best part of the whole thing was when Billy Crystal came out, and he added that class to it. And that, you know, everyone looked to him and said, oh, you know, he's the guy. Like, even Bob Hope wasn't great. You know, Bob Hope is funny, you know, 1/3 of the time. So it's not like he was the greatest guy. He just got the job 18 years in a row. Someone like Billy Crystal actually added to the telecast days.
So really quick before we wrap up here, what was your favorite movie of the past year?
I like The King's Speech. There's just so many. There's so many to see now, and they're so available. I'm just catching up on Shaw, the VOD. I love touching the VOD button, getting the newest movies.
Well, thank you so much for joining us this morning. Always a pleasure talking to you. A lot of fun. We'll have to have you back. We'll think of something else we can talk about. Anyway, thanks again. And we're going to go right now to a clip about an up-and-coming rap star, and we'll be back in the studio right after this.